everybody, how are we? I hope you're all well. I just want to talk about going to new places and dealing with anxiety overloads afterwards. Today, I went out to a completely new place, completely not what I'm used to, completely out of my comfort zone. Something that I'm not usually a arts and crafts person. I'm not someone who's really crafty or arty or drawing or physically able to be that capable of being arty, but I went to an arts and crafts group for people who have mental health issues and disabilities or mental health conditions. And yeah, it was completely out of my comfort zone. Hey Dorian, how's it going? And then I decided to attend the group, and now I'm paying the anxiety afterwards. I ache everywhere. I have the headache from hell. And yeah, I just want to talk about it from a autistic woman's standpoint. Hey Christina, how's it going? Hey Adrienne, how you doing? But yeah, I just want to talk about what it's like to go through the after effects, the meltdown, the anxiety. My body aches everywhere to the point where I feel really like my head is buzzing with all random thoughts and not knowing what to do, and kind of I'm okay, Christine. I just want to talk about some after effects of a situation I went through earlier. And it's weird going to an arts and crafts group when you're not usually arty or crafty. It's something that I didn't think I'd ever want to do or have the interest in doing. And I decided to go, and I just got my little jumper on, my little sweatshirt jumper. Um, but yeah, I'm going to get my hair touched up tomorrow because I don't think it's showing up bright enough on the camera. So I'm going to go and get my hair topped up tomorrow before I go to do my presentation at my local hospital. But I am feeling really quite anxious right now. My body and my head are literally aching. I feel like I've got a dull roar in my head. It's like thud, 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 and it's like, oh no. So I'm kind of feeling like, oh great, I'm going to be having a headache from hell today. Yay! So I just want to come on here and kind of talk about it and share my knowledge with you guys, and hopefully you guys can kind of understand what it's like for me to explain it. And yeah, it's just something that I deal with as part of being on the autistic spectrum, and it kind of feels like my head and my chest are like thud, 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 and all I can feel is like my body literally pulsing at me. Hey Samantha, how's it going? And yeah, so I just thought I would talk about it and basically explain it from my perspective, what it's like and what the situation is. But I'm glad that I did go to the group because the other people who were there were really nice and friendly and supportive, and it was good. I managed to kind of make a basic conversation. But yeah, yeah, headache from hell. I know that, Adrian. Yeah, exactly. It's like literally like my head is just like pound, 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 pound at me. It's just like I've done so much activity today. I don't think I realized how much I actually did until I got home, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm just sitting here going, oh my god, did I actually do that today? Like, have I actually done that? So I just want to talk about it and kind of let you guys know if I seem a bit off or a bit blunt. It's not because I'm being rude, it's because I have literally been let me bring that forward a bit, that's better. I've been out in the public and talking and seeing people, and I'm doing it all the rest of this week. I'm out seeing people, so you probably might get some vlogs where I might not look at the camera, or you may think I'm talking quickly. It's because I want people to know that this is the real side of autism. What you see is what you get with me, and it can be very, very confusing, and it can be very, very draining when you don't know what to do or how to feel or to express how you feel, because you have to I have to be assumed to be the woohoo Gemma, and the Gemma that's not struggling, or the Gemma doesn't have any issues, or and it's not accurate. It really isn't. Like, I'm very, very busy a lot of the time. I have a lot of research to do. I have a lot of people to meet up with. I have a lot of talks to plan for. I have a lot of videos to script for, and talking to my scripts. Actually, where are they? I put them. I thought I put them. It's not there. Where? Like, uh, Okay, I would say I would show you my scripts, but clearly it looks like I've put them elsewhere. So yeah. Oh, hold on, found them. These are all my scripts, guys, that I've been doing here. Look, these are all my scripts that I've done. All the January and all the February's content is in here. So I've basically got 2 months of content in here. And there's over 20 videos. So, I am trying my best to work hard for you and provide you with some good content and everything else. But yeah, I just want to come on here and kind of talk about the sensory overload, the fact that my body aches. Literally, my back is like, oh, right now at me. And it's literally like, it's horrible because you don't know what to do. There's nothing to soothe it or stop it. It's just the way that it is. And, it can be very, very hard when you're not able to explain how you feel and why. And then people assume you're being awkward or you're being rude or you're lying. Hey, Eli. Hey, Nisi. Good to see you. And, it's very hard because you feel like you're alone. You don't feel like you're believed a lot of the time. And, it can be very, very draining. It can be very, very painful, especially when you've had all that noise around you. You've had all the voices around you. You've had people's smell, people's touch, people's shoes walking near you, and it can be very, very, very overwhelming. And when you're not used to that on an everyday basis, and you're having to put up with it, and you're having to hear feet tapping and phones going off, and excuse me, pardon me, how rude. But yeah, I just want to come on here and let you guys know what it's like. I totally get it. I just resigned from my job over the weekend. I'm recovering from major burnout and sensory anxiety. Oh, I'm sorry, Nisi, that you had to resign from your job. I'm sorry. That sucks. What caused it, Nisi? Let me know in the chat what caused it. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that today I've not been coping as well as what I thought, and going to an arts and crafts group when you're not used to being in groups of people, and you're having to confront your own anxiety issues and being around groups of people who may not understand you, or it can be very, very difficult. And I'm going to bring you a little bit more closer to me because my back. Let me put this up like that. That's better. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about what it's like for me and people like myself, like Nisi, who's in the chat, Free Handy Maid, and anyone else who may be on the spectrum. She says many factors: the stress of the job itself and conflict of interest due to working in the same school that my son. Oh, okay, yeah, we wouldn't let that happen here, because if you work in the school that your child attends or someone that you know, then no, usually that's a no-no. They usually wouldn't allow you to work in the same area or in the same school. They wouldn't really allow it. That would be seen as a conflict of interest and potentially could cause trouble for the child. So yeah, that I understand why that's a conflict of interest. But yeah, my body is actually aching. Probably see it in my face. I'm very pale. I feel like I'm washed out. Like I feel completely empty and zapped and just I've got no energy whatsoever. Plus all the sensory issues for fluorescent lighting. So my words are fricked up. Lighting, loudness of students, and dealing with all the behaviour issues from said students. Kathleen, hey Kathleen, how's it going? Hi Gemma, I get major anxiety when I visit new places. I have panic attacks. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Yeah, Nisi, I will rest in a little while. I just want to come on here and kind of give a live, version of what I feel like now. Like, hey Nitro, hey Sweet Ivy, how you doing? I'm not really having a hard day, but it's just the fact that I just feel completely zapped. I feel wiped. I feel absolute just. Ugh. And hey Nitro Freak, how's it going? But yeah, I just want to show this side of what autism is, how I present myself, how people think, oh, Gemma is so good, she's so calm, she's so happy, and she appears to be woohoo all the time. And my hand is fully healed now, Kathleen. That's the scar on my hand there. So yeah, it's pretty much all healed. Now I believe this is week 11. So yeah, I'm pretty much all healed, pretty much, apart from I'll get the odd tingle still on my thumb here, but apart from that I can pretty much bend it, I can flex it, I can I can use it to eat with and stuff now, so it's good. Body pain, I'm sure, doesn't help either. I didn't realise that those on the spectrum experience a lot of chronic pain. Oh yes. Gemma, you are not alone. I'm totally exhausted. Yeah, this is the thing, Samantha. A lot of people think that I'm always so functioning because I can do this, and then when it gets to me being done by the end of the day, like now, it's now 5 p.m. in the evening here. So people think, oh, Gemma's all good. She's all good. She's all good. She's all good. And I'm wiped. I'm literally just like, vroom, because I've done so much this morning and early this afternoon to fulfill my day. And then now my body's just like, dud, 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 dud. I mean, it's just like, oh. So it's kind of like I just ache. My body aches from head to toe, literally. Like my body is literally aching. We are also high risk for fibromyalgia, arthritis, and other conditions. Are we? Oh wow. Okay, Nitro Freak, I'm doing good. Like I said, I went to an art and crafts group earlier today, and I did enjoy it. It was good, but I'm paying the consequences for it now. So I'm basically paying with anxiety. I'm paying with the body pain. I feel absolutely wiped. I feel just like I just feel completely empty. And this is why I chose to do the live stream, just to make sure people understand that this is what autism is. This is real life autism, people. This isn't just some made up, rehearsed bullshit. This is how I feel. Like, this is what I'm going through right now, and this is how my body aches. And tomorrow it'll be the same thing. Once I've done my presentation at the hospital, it'll be a case of I'll ache, I'll be sore, I'll be extra tired, I'll be very, very emotion filled. And it's, hey, Josh, J-Rom, oopsie, shouldn't have said your name out loud, oopsie. But hey, how's it going, bro? Take some time to yourself. Have a big, nice bubble bath, a nice, relaxing, and a hot, milky drink. Mine's the hot, milky drink. Yeah, probably. I'll probably have a nice bath in a few hours and get myself ready because I do have to be out early tomorrow morning. I know you are, but I shouldn't have assumed that, because potentially I could have doxed you, Josh, because that's your name. I have to try and be careful with some people, because obviously people are very stupid on this platform. So, hey, Rosie, good to see you. How you doing? Kathleen says, how did you first get diagnosed with autism, Gemma? Oh, this is a long story. How long have you got, Kathleen? Basically, I'll tell you this short story. I got assessed in 2012, early 2013, and was diagnosed in 2014. Hello, Nicholas, the neurodivergent advocate. How are you? I'm going to give you a wrench. Hold on, because I like your name. Let me go like this. Let me go like this. Add you as a standard mod. Yeah, Nisi, I'm not going to take too much longer. Nisi says, I've got to head out to the pharmacy. I have medications to pick up. Glad I was able to catch you. Okay. Hey, Brian. Hey, Mr. Haggis. How you doing, my friend? But yeah, I just want to come on and talk about it and, try and explain what autism is. And you're welcome, Nicholas. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I want to explain how my autism affects me and how I present it, and how a lot of it I do mask it, because I can play off this persona that I'm absolutely fine, that everything is good and everything's woohoo. And that's the one side that you see, but a lot of you don't see the after side, like now, where you're seeing the anxiety, the fiddling, the not keeping still, the fidgeting, the hand movements to express what I want to say, because I'm literally running out of words in my brain. And I'm trying to explain to you how my autism is. I know Coach J-Rom Josh gets me, because we've had this debate, talk too many times off camera with him about it. And it does get very, very confusing. It gets very, very overwhelming, because when you've got all these constant thoughts in your head, you've got all these different pains and all these different thoughts running through your head. And Bailey, good to see you. Let me give you a wrench, Bailey. I've known you a long time. There we go. Good to see you, Bailey. How are you? I hope all is well, my friend. But yeah, I just want to come on and kind of show you the real life side of autism, what it's like when someone like myself does go outside and out in public, and has been out and has been in a place she doesn't know. with people she didn't know, and it's really hard to deal with that. And it can be very, very hard for an autistic person to overcome it. And exactly, Nicholas. And it can be very, very draining, and it can be very, very overstimulating. It can be very hurtful because when you're trying to focus in a world that doesn't like you. Good to see you too. I'm not doing the best, but I'll be okay. Just a rough couple of weeks. Oh, I'm sorry, Bailey. What's happening? If you want to drop me an email, yeah, let me know what's happening in email, Bailey. If you don't want to say it in the chat, I totally understand. Mr. Haggis, I am taking my time, but I just want to show you how someone like myself copes on the spectrum, and how we're expected to be, and how being out today has literally whipped my ass. Like, I'm literally exhausted, I'm tired, my shoulders hurt, and like they itch, and then now my back hurts, and like I can feel like my head, like here, it's like pressure, because it's like all the information that I've had to take in and try and process it. Gemma, I've had an awful week, hun. You're not like, oh, I'm sorry, Samantha. Drop me an email, Samantha. Let me know how your week's been going, and we can have a chat in private if you want. Drop me an email. My email is in my about section if you want to drop me an email. So, but yeah, I just want to show the reality of what autism is. It's not all whoopee and waha and all happy, 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 happy. No, it's not, because we have a lot more information to process and take in. There's a lot more emotions to figure out as well, because again, emotions can be difficult. I did do a video on emotions recently for those of you who may not have watched it. I expressed about like anger and sadness, and how we explain emotions, how we cope with them, how we process them. And I'm also going to do a video about grief and loss and pain. I'm also going to do another video about how to communicate with medical professionals, because tomorrow I am giving a talk to a medical professional. So, it's very important that we get our words out, and we get our way of speaking, and, we get the best out of what we need to be doing. And it is very, very hard. Like today, I've only been out for I was only out, say 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. I was out just under 5 hours, and I am whooped. Hey, lady Spellbreaker. Hey, Gypsy. Good to see you, sister. How you doing? I'm just sharing what I went through today, Lady Spellbreaker, and I'm sorry, Mr. Haggis, that you've not been out in over 3 years. I don't have autism, but I have chronic psychosocial difficulties. I'm sorry, Samantha. But yeah, I was just telling everyone, Lady Spellbreaker, that I was having some anxiety issues from going out today, and being in a group that I didn't know, being in a social setting I didn't know, and having to get used to it, and adjust myself to it. And I ache everywhere. Like, I have the headache from hell right now. My head just feels like I've got constant pressure. My shoulders hurt, they itch, my body just is like thudding at me. It's like all I can feel is like my body just going thud, 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 thud at me, because of me being out all day and being out with people I didn't know. And it's painful. A lot of people say, oh yeah, big deal, whatever. It's not that big a deal, Gemma. Yes, it actually is, because and it basically is difficult, because I was just going to say that I don't have autism, but a lot of what Gemma is saying can affect other disorders. I understand where you're coming from. Oh, Brian! Oh, Brian, thank you for the super chat. I'm good, Lady Spellbreaker. I'm good. Thank you, Brian. Much love. Bailey, I've had an awful weekend because I don't want to be friends with my neighbours. Samantha, I'm quite lucky, really. My neighbours don't tend to bother me. We don't really talk to each other. I'm just left to get on with my own devices. I pretty much do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I go out when I want and come back when I want. So I don't really have anyone to talk to. My neighbours, we don't tend to congregate or talk to one another. So, also hello to everyone. I'm a long-time friend of Gemma, who I adore. Oh, Bailey! Bailey, I love you too, Bailey. We've known each other a few years now. because I met you in Carla's stream. So, Gemma, do you have a cat or dog? They are great help. No, Mr. Haggis, unfortunately, my local council won't let me have any pets, so I pretty much have to self-cope by myself. Yeah, it is overwhelming, Lady Spellbreaker. The problem is I have to force myself into these situations sometimes so you can see what it's like, and it is absolutely draining. Literally, like, I ache all the time. Literally, I'm trying my best right now to force myself to give constant eye contact because I know my eyes are hurting and I can feel like the pressure on the back of my head here, and I'm trying my best to communicate what I want to say, how I want to say it, and give you that sense of this is what autism is when I'm not in a good space. Like my head is like at me, and then I've got everything that I need to plan for tomorrow. I need to pick my outfit, I need to pick my shoes, I need to pick what time I'm going out, and no, I don't do yoga, Lady Spellbreaker, but I do a lot of meditation practice, and I do a lot of the physiotherapy stretches I was taught with my arm and stuff. I push against the wall, hold it for 3, and then breathe out for 3, and then push in for 3, and then breathe out for 3, and stuff like that. So I do that. I do a lot of mindfulness walking up and down my bedroom and stuff like that. I know, Samantha, I know. And I also do like squats where I squat down for 3 and then come up for 3 and then squat for 3 and then come back up again. So I do that as well. So it strengthens the quad muscles and the calves as well. So I do that. So I have quite a lot of muscle leg on my legs because I tend to do a lot of squatting and squeezing my back. So that's good. Bases at Samantha Neighbours. Yes, it does work, Kathleen. Hey, Laura. Hey, Parasolo. What's going on? Samantha Neighbours is hard, and that's it. I'm lucky, but I understand you don't want to be bothered. My suggestion, next comment. Good to see you, Laura. Parasolo, how you doing? I appreciate everyone coming in. 10 of you in the house, 15 awesome likes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thanks for sharing, Gemma. I hope you're having a more relaxed night. I'm trying to, Lady Spellbreaker. I know you're going live. I believe I think it's in an hour or so my time. I think I just hit the notification on your channel, on your update, just to make sure that I'd hit the bell ready for the live stream. But yeah, I'm good, Laura. How are you doing, Laura? And Parasolo, how are you? I hope you're doing well. But like I was just saying, I went to an arts and crafts group. Yes, I can. Nathan, if you're listening, Nathan, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I've got paint on my fingers from the art group. Laura loves you. There we go. Hit the thumbs up, please, and share this out if you would. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I went to an art group, and as you can see, I've got paint everywhere. Like literally, my hands have all paint on, and like little black splodges and stuff because I was painting today with oil paint. So as you can see, I'm a bit mucky. I literally have it all down my hands as well, like, so I literally have all paint down my hands. So my suggestion to Samantha would be just to carry on with the day, and then if they say hello, maybe acknowledge the very basic level and then carry on. Though you owe no one nothing, just a thought. Yeah, sometimes I do that, Bailey. Like I'll see a neighbour say, "Oh, good day" or "hello," and I just go "morning." I just nod my head, "morning," just nod my head and then walk off. So at least then I've acknowledged them. They don't think I'm some stuck-up little woman. So that may work. I've been doing deep breathing and trauma-informed yoga for my anxiety and trauma. I don't have autism, but I can emphasize social anxiety. Thank you for sharing, Gemma. You're welcome, Lady Spellbreaker. Absolutely. Yeah, art can be relaxing, Brian, which is what I've learned today. But yeah. Hey, Yankee Cole. Good to see you, brother. How are you? I hardly know anyone in my neighbourhood. I'd rather keep to myself. I'm doing okay, Yankee Cole. Like, it's been difficult because today I went to a place that was different, out of my comfort zone. It was something that I wasn't used to doing, being around people I didn't know. And, now my body is paying for it because I'm anxious and my body hurts. I literally ache from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. Like, I literally ache everywhere. Like, I can feel every little bit of pain. I can feel the twinges. I can feel the pulsing and my blood going through my body. I can feel like someone's trying to strangle me in the back of my head. Like I can feel like what it's like to actually be struggling. It's like I can feel like my muscles are getting all tight and then out and then tight and then up. Yeah, exactly, Lady Spellbreaker. That's why I went to get out of my comfort zone and get out of my routine and get out of that rigid way of thinking, because I am very rigid when it comes to my thinking. I am very aware that I'm not very good with going out in public. I am very withdrawn. Like, I only go to certain things, like my Elvis tribute, which I'm very, very strict on going to see him, because to me that's safety, that's fine, that's fun, and I know that he supports me. Whereas I either go that with myself and see him and sit with him, or I go with my dad and I know that I'm going to be safe in case I have a freak out or in case I get overwhelmed and need to get out. So at least I've got someone who's with me to take care of me. But yeah, Kathleen, that's all. I want to be left alone. They know I have BPD, severe depression, acute anxiety, and chronic psychosocial difficulties. They still don't listen. Samantha, I'm sorry. That's really suckish, man. Yeah, but Samantha, with regards to your neighbours, like when I do, when my neighbours try and say hello to me, they say, "Oh, good morning." Like they'll nod at me, or they say, "Oh, good morning, darling." I'm just like, "Morning." Put my head down. Morning. Afternoon. Put my head to them. At least then they know they're acknowledged, and I just carry on my day, because I don't like to talk to my neighbours either. Not that we really congregate, to be honest, anyway. But I don't really talk to anyone that lives in my block either. Parasolo says, I just hate being in public. I've always been like that. Exactly. I've not always been like that, but over the last few years since my autism diagnosis, I've become very much like that. I don't want to be near people. I don't want to associate with people. I'd rather be left the hell alone to do what I want to do. Yes, I've been going to a women's recovery centre for trauma-informed yoga and support groups. The art group overwhelmed me because there were so many kids. They were so loud at first and overwhelming. Yeah, absolutely. Like Lady Spellbreaker says, please take care of yourselves. Yeah, absolutely. The art group that I went to today was actually very good. It was an adult art group, so it was anyone over the age of 18 only. So it wasn't as bad. There was only like 10 of us, but at the same time, that 10 people, including me, was still anxiety provoking. And you had people talking at the same time. You had all these different bits of coloured paper and card and all these different coloured paints and pens, and it's just like vroom, 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 all these different colours, and it was just like, it was very, very confusing. And hey, Caitlin, good to see you. Samantha, I'm very sorry you're dealing with BPD. That falls right into severe depression. Okay, Ivy, take care, sweetie. Samantha, I'm very sorry you're dealing with BPD. Falls right into severe depression and severe anxiety. It's an awful illness to deal with, and I understand how you feel. Yeah, I've kind of got friends who are on the BPD spectrum and associated issues, so I kind of have sympathy with you, because I kind of understand the struggles, and there isn't enough support for people who have things like BPD or bipolar or schizophrenic or any of that kind of stuff. There isn't enough support for them. Have a beautiful night, angels. I have to get a few things done before I go live. Love you, Gemma. Love you too, Lady Spellbreaker. I'll see you in a bit for your stream. No worries. Have a good one. Have a great day. But yeah, I just want to come on here and kind of talk to you about what it's like when someone like me goes out in public, and we've been out in our not our comfort spaces, we've been out of our comfort zones. We're having to basically try and cope with all the after effects of going out. It's provoking anxiety. It's kind of makes you feel a bit like ill and queasy, and it can be really difficult to actually focus. Oh, thank you, Lady Spellbreaker, for sharing me out, sister. I appreciate that. There really isn't that, Gemma, not even here in Canada. And from what I have heard, also in the US, also. Yeah, it's the same here in the UK as well, Bailey. The problem is it's down to money, it's down to government, it's down to local authorities to, hey, Moon over Miami, good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, I just want to talk about how autism can present when someone like myself, especially in my perspective, my issues, it can be very overwhelming when we go outside and when you're being around strangers and you're having to be around different groups of people you don't know, and you're having to be around people that may not understand you or don't know that you are disabled, or find it difficult to be in groups of people. And it can be very, very hard to act normal. Is what is expected of me, is to be normal and not to have a meltdown or not to feel crappy, or and it's hard because you know that you're not going to cope well, you know that you are going to struggle, and you know that you are going to feel shitty, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to hope to God that I feel better by tomorrow morning, because I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. And I just want to make sure that I'm portraying this the right way and saying things the right way for you guys to understand it. And I hope you guys can understand what it's like for me to kind of talk about anxiety, the overload and stimulation, these the stimuli that I've been around today, all the different people, the colours of the paint, and all the different paper, and being around people eating their food and stuff like that, because that can be a trigger as well. When you're not used to seeing people eating who you don't know around you, you've got one smell, then another smell, then another smell, and then you've got people like trying to talk to you who don't really know you, and it can be very, very triggering. So I think I done quite well considering how well I coped today, considering I stayed there for the full 3 hours. And at first I thought I wasn't going to last half an hour, so I managed to push myself into my uncomfortable zone. UK medic, you're getting your wrench back. There's nothing you can do about it. So, and I'm going to do this to UK medic, and I'm going to do this. Haha, medic. I've made you a manager moderator. I know you said to take your manager mod off you, but I've removed everyone else's manager mod, and you've just got one. So, Samantha, if I asked you if you feel things that you like pain in your heart and the emotion, but 1,000 times more than the average person, would you understand what? Bailey, yes, that's me on an everyday basis. Practically, I feel everything heightened. My emotions are heightened. I literally react to things in a more heightened fashion. I'm very quick to respond to things. I am very quick to feel every single thing around me. I can smell everything around me. I can see people. I can medic, I'm confused. Okay. Right, let me medic. I don't get what you're trying to say, but okay. I try, Brian, I try and make sense, and I try and be more productive, and I'm gonna make you a normal mod then, medic, because if you don't want to be a manager mod, I'm gonna make you a normal mod. There we go. So you're still gonna have a wrench in my stream regardless. So but yeah, I just wanted you guys to know what it's like, from because everyone keeps saying they want to see the real side of the autism. They want to see how I cope, how I react to things. This is what I'm like, guys. Like, this is how I am when I've been out all day. This is what I'm like when I've been overstimulated. This is what I'm like when I'm upset. Okay, medic, I've made you a standard mod for now then, and then we can talk about giving you a manager mod afterwards, because I want to give you a manager mod on my channel because I trust you. So, exactly, Samantha, keeping it real with you guys, my family. You're not just subscribers, you're my family here. Every one of you is my subscribers, and UK Medic does an awesome job. He is a real life EMT. He is a UK paramedic, and also known as EMT in the States. And I just absolutely adore him. Oh crap! My friend's just gone live. Oh bum. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and kind of show you what it's like to see autism in the forefront, in reality, how it is. And yeah, UK Medic is awesome, guys. If you want to go and subscribe to UK Medic for me, UK Medic is amazing. He is a real life paramedic, EMT. He is someone who I trust my life. Yeah, I do have a lovely group of friends here, family here, Bailey. Everybody here is very respectful. If they're not, they get booted. Simple as that. I don't fuck around with my wrenches here. Everyone who is here trusts me, and everyone here, I've known everyone for over a year at this point. So everyone that's in my channel basically knows not to muck about in my chat. They know if they are going to start being stupid or saying stupid shit, then they'll basically get kicked out by all my mods, if not me myself. So, it's, I don't take no crap from anybody. I'm not going to. Like, that's why I put on the subscriber mode as well, because I just don't want to risk any trouble. So I put the 24 hours subscriber mode on. So at least then a lot of people won't be able to muck me around and try and be stupid. But yeah, I want to show you what it's like for me to cope with my autism after being out all day. Like I said, this is the way that I get when I'm on my kind of autism, anxiety overload, sensory overload thing. And also, I'm trying to do as much new content as possible. I'm going to be filming at the salon tomorrow as well. So hopefully you guys can see me having my hair done and what it's like for an autistic person. Yes, Samantha, you may. You have a wrench. Go ahead. But UK Medic is awesome. He is really a really nice guy. He did upload a Tim Hortons video today, a short video, which I actually just went and watched. I haven't left a comment on it yet, but I will, because it came up just before I went live. So I will go back and look at it. But yeah, I'm going to go brighter red tomorrow. As you guys know, I am red right now, but I need to have it topped up. So I'm going to get my hair topped up tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to having that done tomorrow and get this mop chopped as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll look brand new tomorrow once I've had my lovely hair done, and I'll be able to show you what it's like for me to cope. So yeah, Samantha, go ahead and let me know what channel you're on about. Thank you, Bailey, for dropping UK Medic's channel. I appreciate you. UK Medic is an awesome guy. He is a very, 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 very nice guy. Very genuine, very honest. What, Medic? Huh? 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 What? What, Medic? You've confused me. Please don't. Huh? What? I'm a bit chubby. What? Okay, don't know. The Fitness Hutch pool is an amazing upcoming channel based in the UK. If any of you would subscribe, I'd be more than honoured. Okay, I will check that out after this, Samantha. And as you can tell, like, my eyes have got all puffy as well. That's one of the first things that affects me. My anxiety is my eyes go all puffy. Usually it's my head, and then yeah. So that's another. But yeah, I want to show you guys what it's like for someone like myself to cope after being in that anxiety-provoking situation. And I hope that I'm making sense. I hope that what I'm saying is relevant to you and you understand me. But yeah, I just want you guys to know what it's like for someone like myself, just to show you an everyday situation. A joke, Gemma. Obviously, verbally you would get it, but typed it's not the same. No, it's not, Medic. I get it now. I'm thinking it, yes, but this is the thing, Medic. We need to talk about this when we stream together, because like when we stream together, UK Medic, this is what people need to know about, like the jokes, the lack of sarcasm, the struggling to understand people's morals and intentions and stuff like that. So UK Medic, when we stream together soon, that's what you'll see. You'll see all this come out. You'll see the anxiety, you'll see the meltdowns, you'll see how I am one-on-one in a situation. And this is just an example of how you will see me on a stream. I'm pretty fidgety as well. Like I said, I fidget with my hands or my bracelets, or I use something to fidget with because I need it. Because if not, I do tend to go on a bit of a let's just say a bit of a I'm not coping situation, and then I get the like, oh my god, panic. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. You came in. That's exactly right, my friend. Yeah. All good. But yeah, guys, I think I've pretty much said what I needed to say. Hey, Marines and Army Mum, how you doing? But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think I've pretty much made my point. And yeah, I hope you guys have learned something. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think. What I said. If you have any questions, let me know or drop me an email. But I think I've said everything that I needed to get out and kind of clarified what I needed to say. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for listening. And I'll see you soon, guys. Much love. Bye.